This is a continuation of my video showing off the 601 XL Zenith, November 601 Whiskey Kilo, Wichita, Kansas. And as you see, the airplane is in very nice shape. It's powered by a Jabiru 3300, and it's the hydraulic lifter version. It's the second generation, I think they call it. You know, this airplane was built in 2007. And it flew for a little while, and then these airplanes started having troubles. This is the cents an inch ground adjustable propeller. So the airplane flew for 20-ish hours before the service bulletin came out, and in 2009 it went to Florida to get the service bulletin kit installed. And you can see right here, this is the doubler patch that gets installed on the fuselage. The wing has the spar doublers installed, and the ailerons have the counterbalances done. So this airplane is in really fairly good shape. It's safe. I've flown this airplane about 40 some odd hours now. It currently has 65 hours. I think I showed it in the other video, or the other segment of the video of the engine display. The canopy has a little bit of abrasion on it from being stored with a canopy cover on, and when you use canopy cover, if they move at all, they tend to abrade the plastic. And so I'm not a fan of canopy covers at all for that reason, because they can be as much problem as they are aids. You know, you put it on to prevent dust, and then it moves back and forth, and it rubs your paint, and it rubs the plastic and causes troubles. The airplane sat for a bunch of years. I brought this airplane from Florida to Wichita in 2010, and Leroy, he built his airplane, this one, with some other guys, and one of his friends was one of the guys that had the accident. And so Leroy just lost interest in flying, and the airplane sat for a number of years, and I finally talked him into letting me have the airplane to get condition and take care of a few items that needed to be taken care of, which I've done. And the airplane is for sale. The asking price is $35,000. I'll deliver the airplane for that price. The only thing that I'm going to ask is that you tank the tanks back up to the top whenever I get back or get to your place, and that'll cover my fuel expense to get there. And I'd like you to rent me a rental car so that I can get back home. I prefer rental cars and driving myself as opposed to flying on airlines. You know, it gives me some opportunities to see the country and do things. So this is it. It'll make the purchaser actually a very nice airplane. It flies well. You know, it's typical experimental airplane. You know, they have light handling characteristics, and this one goes well. If necessary, I can check out your CFI, or I can give you transition training. I'm a CFI myself, and so those are options. You can come here, and I will give you a check out in the airplane and get you all instructed, and teach you about the operations of these guys. The airplane is really a good performer, actually. Every day I'm impressed. This morning I took off from this is Newton Airport. We're 1,500 feet. We had a density altitude of 3,400 this morning, and I took off on 1.7 and 85-mile-an-hour climb, and our runway is about 5,000 feet long, and I was about 2,800 feet when I hit the end of the runway, 2,900 feet when I hit the end of the runway. So that was about a 2,000-foot climb in a mile. So the airplane is really quite a good performer. The level flight speed The max continuous in the engine is 2,700 RPMs, and we hit about 130 miles an hour, 132 miles an hour at max continuous RPM, which means this is a legal and legitimate light sport airplane. Cruise numbers are one of those things that depends on how you like to fly. And the cruise numbers I got this morning whenever I was flying, burning 4.7 gallons per hour. I was indicating 105 miles an hour at 3,500 feet. And when I pushed the throttle up to a 7.5 gallon an hour burn, the airplane was flying about 132 miles an hour. The sweet spot for flying this airplane is probably closer to 120, 125 maybe. At 132, the airplane is starting to really talk to you about going quite fast. B&E is 145, so, you know, pushing it that fast is, it'd be okay, I suppose, but certainly it's not the most fun airplane to fly in, at that part of its operational band. Me, I fly this airplane around the neighborhood. I don't do a whole lot of going places in it. I just, you know, I'm just that guy that likes to go air knocking and putzing around, and so when I do that, I like to set my power at 25 or less, maybe $20 per hour. You know, fuel is $5 a gallon, so 25 is about a 5 gallon per hour burn, and that's kind of how I fly the airplane. How you fly is different, you know, and whatever makes you happy, the airplane will do it. So if you're interested, send me an email or you know, a text. My email address is let me get a card out here. My email address is mark@dreamcatcheraviation.com. And so you can see my hangar here. Lots of stuff to do. That's a Pitts. Both of those are Citabria KCABs. And the money that I receive from this transaction will go into purchasing materials I need to build that airplane. So here's my information. Talk to you later. Bye.